Sessions has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
And it's Beverly.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Ariza, a screen on Sessions. Pass to Howard. Shoots a fader. That's good. Howard's got 5 now.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Substitution for the Wizards. Griffin. James.
So it's the Wizards now. It's a 13-point game. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
5 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Griffin. No good. And as we conclude the... And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think...
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. And last year, the Wizards at times played excellent team basketball. I mean, it seems like every time a shot went in, it was coming off a pass to find the open man.
Griffin, a screen on Williams. Pass to the machine. It's Beal on the wing. Here's Griffin. Another one falls for Washington.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Williams gets to Montejunas. No good off the back of the rim. Washington leading now by 15. The machine passes to Griffin. And stolen by Thornton. And it's Houston on the break. Dudley, no luck.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And he gets it to go.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Lawson with the drive. Goes back up. And Williams with the layup. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And stolen by Lawson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Corey Brewer checked in for Williams. And a switcher also for Washington. Walls. checked in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. They set the screen. Yunus kicks to Lawson. Easy layup after coming off the pick.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Clark, last season we saw Yunus make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
And Lawson with the drive. Rebounded by the Wizards.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that one's good. 6 points here for Beal.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
Statistically speaking, let's see where the Rockets sit right now. First in blocks, first in points off turnovers. And they're the #2 scoring team in the league. This is a well-balanced, well-oiled offensive machine.
And going back to that top ranking in terms of block shots, for me it's been pure dominance. Defensively, they have such great presence around the rim, and at times that gets in your head. And Yunus is actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Thornton dishes to Yunus. Here's Lawson. Offensive rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Fires it up. That's short off the rim.
And Yunus is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-footer.
And it's good. Sessions has got 6 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Stolen by Dudley. Brewer the pass to Lawson. Yunus has the open look. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got his 5th assist in this one. And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team he liked playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category. And I think, to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent. And I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Dwight Howard's checked in for Dudley. Ariza comes in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. And then for Washington, Tyler Zeller's checked in for Sessions. Harden comes in for Bradley Beal. And the Machine subbed in for John Wall.
And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
Here's the Machine. A 32-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Ariza no luck.
And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The Junkyard Dog. I mean, for his toughness and that nose he has for the ball. 2 attributes that have served him greatly here at the next level.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Dwight Howard. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging about 18 points per, over 3.5 blocks, and 10 rebounds. Night in and night out, he's their #1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
Williams is checked in for Houston. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. The Wizards shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
James. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Screen by Howard. Over in the corner, Williams. Goes up on the wing. The shot is off. And Washington the other way now.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him. His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
In the corner, it's Brewer. Another miss by Houston. Washington's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Here's the machine. 22 points for him. Picked by Griffin. Here's the machine, and Washington again with the bucket.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Wizards out front, running away with this one. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Blake Griffin, and obviously a high-scoring half for you guys in this one, Blake. What was the key to breaking it open?
It starts on defense. Our defense did a good job of getting stops, getting rebounds, getting out in the open floor, and got some easy buckets, and shots start to fall.
Blake, thank you. Kevin, a complete culture change with this organization.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for the machine. He's got 24 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Porter. Sessions out there with Garrett Temple. Then it's David Lee. And it's Durant in at the power forward. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
Here's Temple. Kicks to Sessions. Porter in the corner. Up and in on the layup. Porter's got 6.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half.
Hey, yo, what time?
Lawson kicks to Moniunas. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Durant.
Hey, yo, get
Here's Porter. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Lee. LeBron comes in for Kevin Durant. Bradley Beal's checked in for Garrett Temple. And the Machine subbed in for Sessions. Thornton dishes to Moniunas. Williams kicks to Howard. The shot, no good. And Washington the other way now.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Here's Moniunas. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Moniunas has got 12. For Washington, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Nice ball movement by Washington. Porter with it. Williams picks him up. Lets it go from 11, and that's going to be a travel.
Over the last 10 games, as we look at the Rockets, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. First in blocks, second in opponent points per game, and they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And going back to that top ranking in terms of block shots, for me it's been pure dominance. Defensively, they have such great presence around the rim, and at times that gets in your head.
It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Porter's running.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Lawson kicks to Williams. Williams missing again.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Temple gets the bucket.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
There's the screen. Moniunas passes to Lawson. Another miss by Houston. And something not a lot of people talk about, Ty Lawson's defense. He has the lateral quickness, Clark, and strong lower body that gives, point guards fits.
Yeah, he's like a fire hydrant in terms of his build and strength. He's a good ball defender, but he gambles sometimes, so that can cut both ways. He'll get steals, but he'll also put you in tough positions defensively.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Rockets. Riza comes in for Marcus Thornton. Here's Porter. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
In talking about Lawson's defense, he was down in steals last season. But a part of that is because he stopped gambling as much. He's learned where to pick his spots.
Here's Sessions. Again, the Wizards score.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Temple dishes to Durant. Shoots from 14. That's good.
Kevin Durant.
Getting back to Ty Lawson, he's under 6 feet without shoes, relatively short wingspan as well, yet he's always had to deal with size limitations on defense, but he uses phenomenal anticipation and speed to win more than his share of battles at that end of the floor.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And again, Kevin Durant. Durant's got 6 points.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Here's Howard. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lee.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that one's good. Durant.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of shooting in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Brewer comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. Here's the machine right through the D for the layup. The machine's got 4 points this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
There's the pick. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively. Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Wizards out front, running away with it. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And for Houston, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. We've got Jared Dudley. Corey Brewer is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Decker, and it's Jones in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
All right, let's get this game done. I just had to get my mic. Yeah, let's get this win.
Oubre's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Let's it go. Decker can't hit.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high basket.
Not at all. I mean,
Oh my!
consider taking that.
He just teabagged John Wall. He put his balls in John Wall's.
Really nicely done.
And he lays it straight in.
I am done.
Where his teammates going to be in, Kevin, that will let him cook the ball.
Oh yeah, and I like simmed some games because I didn't feel like playing the whole thing. But I'm playing games that have like creative players, or I just want to try them because they're like old, like the 2012 and 2013 roster for the Heat, and the 05 to 06 roster for the Heat. And then there's like other ones like the Bulls for one, and who else? Oh, the other Cavs, and that's like on the Eastern. But this team's like the teams that I just mentioned before, the Bulls and the Cavs were LeBron was on when he was younger. I'm in the Western Conference, and the other last two are in the Eastern. But yeah, so I'm gonna put up some more videos today. Probably won't tomorrow. If I have time, I will. That is pretty much it.
And 2 free throws misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Terrence Jones. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Garrett Temple has checked in for the Wizards. Oubre. And he's way off from outside. Here's the three. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And that's now 10 points for Kelly Oubre.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes. How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Wizards making a switch here. Durant's checked in.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
To the left side wing. Dudley the pass to Decker. The dish to Jones. Rebound Washington. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Jones sets the pick for Beverly. And the wide-open shot from Decker. The Rockets with another miss.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And Durant, here we go. Stolen by Decker. Jones dishes to Decker. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Dudley. The Rockets again can't hit. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Durant. Another one falls for Washington.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just... playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. Here's Beal.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
The drive by James, and that's going to be a travel.
And I like the way he's settled down here. I mean, after the sloppy first half, he's done a much better job taking care of the ball.
Knocked away. Jones kicks to Beverly. Dishes to Brewer. That three off the mark. Washington's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. The pass to the machine from outside the arc. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 33 points for the machine.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And that one's good. Beverly
is always going to finish that one.
Takes the three. And again, Washington with the triple.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or she'll give up points in a hurry.
And here they go. And that one's good, Griffin.
Well, it's another fast break score against them, and they just aren't getting back on D in transition. They've got to sprint back and find the ball.
Guys, they're getting caught flat-footed here, and if you're the coaching staff, you've got to get in their ear right now. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wizards.
And this...
I just sprinted by Patrick Beverly because he decided to stop, which is not a good thing. And he decides to stop. So he stops, and I wasn't even expecting this to happen at all. I thought he was just gonna do a regular dunk like he's been doing, and then he decides to do a windmill, which I don't have that package on him, so I don't even know.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it.
So yeah, I'm gonna go back silent.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the machine. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Beal. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Jason Terry is checked in for the Rockets. Free throw, no good for Beal. The thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete, Greg, high basketball IQ, had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. I mean, he possesses that next level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're up by a ton. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one.
Kevin, what was the key in securing this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Now let's take this opportunity to check out our Jordan player of the game. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.